How you doing, gardeners? And today is the day that we are going to get to finally harvest our sweet corn, our very first batch, our kickstart variety, and we're excited to do that. But something I wanted to show you is actually how I harvest my sweet corn. I don't hear of other people doing this. I think you may be interested in it. And what I use is a trapper's basket. It was designed for trappers to carry their traps and their fur in. However, they also have a great secondary use, and you can still buy trapper's baskets today, whether it's used or brand new. They're out there, they're available, but it makes a great tool for me to put on, harvest my sweet corn, harvest the sweet corn, and just simply dump the corn over the edge. We have 110, 120 foot rows on each side of the road, so we're all together around 270 foot of rows. I know a lot of people like carrying like a banana box from the supermarket or something like that, or other baskets. For me, this is just handy. I turn right around, I throw the corn in the back, and when of course it's starting to drop on the ground, well, it's time for me to, I'll pick that up, bring it back to my pickup, and dump it off. But trapper's baskets are very useful in farming for whatever. I mean, if you get a lot of asparagus or squash or anything like that, that you want to make it easy for yourself to where you're not having to carry and everything, using your arms, you can use your hands to actually do the work that we're there for. So let's get going. Delia and I are very excited to have you along. And like always, if you like this kind of information, hit that like button and that subscribe, and come grow with us. It just we're right at the early stage. It's almost all, I could just about go down the line and just harvest, but it's not 100% right there. Now, a lot of these do have two nice ears, and I'll let these guys sit a little bit. That guy's ready, and let's check the other ear, and it's ready. Yeah. So we got two good ears out of that one. There's one ear, two ears off of that plant. This guy's more than ready. We still have some that is still tossling, that are, you know, they need a little more time. I got that ear's ready. A little blonde still. This ear's ready. So it's going to be a hit or miss a little bit through this first deal. This particular crop did have a pretty major storm hit it, so that hurt this. I'm gonna let that ear doesn't feel very full, and that's what I'm doing is I'm checking to see how full that ear is. Yeah, I think we're in good shape there. Let's go ahead and open it up and just take a peek. It doesn't hurt to look, does it? And look at that, it's primo. It's primo right now, so it ain't gonna hurt for it to be a little more mature, but it's ready. Yep, and then we're going to be in here again for the Topeka Farmers Market on Saturday. So we actually have you know, tomorrow I'll be right back in here taking a look. So no reason to take in here an extra day early. But this is going to be the Tonganoxie Farmers Market is a new market we added this year, and some wonderful people that we are that when we go to it. So I really enjoy going there, like I do everybody, but maybe an extra day. Yep. I think you're ready. Yeah, I'm walking by a lot of corn, but I'm also harvesting quite a bit of corn. I don't need to go, look at this, 3 years, four years if you want to get down to it. Yeah, that's a productive plant. Kick him off. This variety's kind of, whoop. Yeah, I lost an ear here somewhere. I felt it. I thought I did. That ear's ready. That ear's ready. I'm gonna let that guy mature an extra day. I still think I dropped in here, and there it is. Gotta be careful when this starts getting full, because it's you'll dump more corn than you keep. Oh, that's a nice ear. I think it needs an extra day. It ain't very, the tip fill is not that much. Now as I get into the next group, there's going to be a lot more corn ready to go. And my backpack's just about full. And I'm gonna take, there it's already fallen, so it's time for me to go back. That's the reason why I parked in the middle of my field here today. There we go. We'll let that one's got nice. Let's head on back. First basket of corn. It looks good. I got a lot of harvesting to do. Identifying an ear of corn that's ready to go, and a lot of guys peel it back and they take their thumbnail and they press into the ear. But let's look at a couple of things that I do look for, and what I like to see, and of course it's okay if the ear bulges outside. That means you have a really good ear. It's filling out the whole thing. But I do want to see a definite change in my, I want to see a change in my feel. You know, I need to feel like it's not smooth, like it wants to bulge out a little bit. The second thing I guess I can say, and I want to point it out, is I'm looking for the corn to go from being here to wanting to lay out a little bit as it matures, you know, something like that. Get it too far out, obviously we're going to have corn that's dry, but we see we have a dry silk, and the corn itself is wanting to pull away from its stalk, probably primarily just due to a little bit of weight, and also the kernels are filling out. I put my hand here and I feel that it's got a good fill tip, so to shuck this corn, we can just pull down, and like in this case it pulled right off. This is the second ear on it, and I think it's good. The other thing is we can wring it like a chicken, where you pull and twist, pull and twist. That's the other way. So we got 2 ears out of that particular stalk of corn. So we just need to go down and feel the tips of our corn. That guy feels really nice. Let's go ahead and pull it. Let's open it up. And do we have some? Yeah, look at that. Just at the peak, it's turning its yellow and white bicolor. So a real nice ear of corn. I know somebody's going to enjoy it. We're right at the early stages. You know, you about got to go in on it. Just that guy's pretty good. Might let it sit for a couple of days. You just got to keep checking this corn as it's coming due, otherwise you won't be able to get it all sold. There we go. That's a nice ear. That guy's filled out right to the very tip, so a good ear of corn. We'll let that one sit for a day. Yeah, just keep. There's one. It's he's a little small. Right now, I'm going to let him sit. He's close. He's close. Some varieties will actually, you'll see the part of the silk will actually turn almost black. Every variety is a little different. The only way to do it is to get out here and check your corn. But this is the last bit of my corn here. And here's my next grouping of corn coming on. It looks really good. A lot of silk. So this is coming right behind it. This is supposed to be 10 days longer maturing than the other. I do have a couple of them. I'm going to go ahead and harvest that guy. I have a few of the matriarch or the kickstart that's actually still in here. That's why I'm wanting to walk this particular side, and it's a real nice peaches and cream type of a color, bicolor. But yeah, right now I just kind of look in here because I know I got some kickstart seed that's still in this. Here's one right here, but it's still not quite mature yet, so next time I come through, I'm just right now looking at dark silk. There's one right on over here, because like I said, we did have some kickstart that was mixed into this, so just keeping my eyes peeled. Also, it's also a good idea just to walk through your corn, make sure you're not getting buggy and that type of a thing. We want everything done. So I think I have my corn done. Well, for having just 6 rows of this particular kickstart, this is we wanted to try it. It's an early maturing corn. It's not going to be a big ear of sweet corn. That's one of the downfalls of trying to be the first one with sweet corn in the year. You do sacrifice a little bit of size, but the corn itself is very inviting. Delia and I have eaten. It's very sweet, a good, very good sweet corn. And I have a lot more corn coming. And again, I have 6 rows of this coming, which I think this is going to overlap. You know, by the time these really mature, some of these will start happening. And then we get into the main planting. Much bigger populations. This here was kind of our trial to see how we did, and with the new planter and that type of a thing. But now we're getting into a much more serious plant population, and you know, looking ourselves at a good ½ acre of sweet corn right here. So we're going to be busy. I better get up there, and what I'm going to do with the sweet corn next is I'm going to get it in a good air conditioned room. I'm not putting it in a cooler per se, but I have an air conditioned room that we can get the temperature down to about 60 degrees, which will help us out. We're selling it today, later on. Yeah, I think you're better off leaving it on the stalk as to actually storing it necessarily. I think you'll have a much sweeter. The best time to actually pick your sweet corn is early in the morning, early as possible, while the plant has had a chance to put more sugars back into our sweet corn, giving us a much more flavorful crop.